What's up, psychologists? Today's class is all about conformity. So we start with the classic Solomon-Asch experiment. This is the one with the lines. You've probably heard about it or read about it in Psych 101, but I've given you an article about that that also includes a video with some of the original footage from the experiment, so be sure to check that out. I felt obligated to give you some sort of elevator video, classic conformity, right? Everybody's standing backwards in an elevator, so people get in the elevator and they stand backwards as well, but I decided to bypass that. If you really want to see people standing backwards in elevators, you can do that. But I did include another video that is a waiting room scenario that's pretty unique, so be sure to check that out as well. Let's see. Oh yes, I also gave you an episode of Mindfield on conformity, and that one's pretty interesting. They do a few different things with it, including introducing you to the nocebo effect. You've probably heard of the placebo effect, but the nocebo effect is an interesting version of conformity as well. So be sure to check out all of those videos. Like so many topics we discuss in this class, we tend to have self-serving biases. So it's really easy to say, oh yeah, everybody else is a product of society, but check me out, I'm such an awesomely unique individual. So I'll challenge you to think about the ways in which you conform, the decisions that you make because they are prevalent around us or socially acceptable for us to make them. And I don't know if you can even access the part of you that's separate from all of that, but I'll challenge you to try and to give some thought as you're brainstorming for this week about who would you be separate from all of conformity, separate from social pressure or expectations. If you really could just make any decision that you wanted to make, what kinds of decisions would you make versus how many of those decisions are a product of what's expected of us? It runs as deep as you can go, from why we go to school or how we view relationships or whether or not we think we should have children, to just about any decision that we make. Social pressure and conformity often have a lot to do with it. So check out all of those materials, be given some thought to the role of conformity in your own life, and I'll look forward to chatting with you again soon.